Nene Leakes has finally confirmed that she will not be returning to the 13th season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Leakes, she was emotional in her video. You could tell she's broken up over it. She said it wasn't an easy decision. It was hard. Now, she left the show before in the past, and she returned a season later. Do you think this will be her final decision?
I think it should be. And, you know, I don't know Nene Leakes, and I don't want to be all in her business because you never know, but it appears that the show causes her a lot of anguish. It appears that she's not happy when she's on the show. You know, she seems to get into a lot of arguments with people, and then she'll, you know, I don't know if this stuff is staged. I'm not sure. You'll be able to tell more, Claudia, because you were on the actual show, but it appears that she's unhappy on that show. Now, I understand a good coin being taken away is always tough, but I think Nene is the best decision, girl. Go on and get your life.
I think just like you said, Selena, all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
And I feel that she's realized that she feels like she's done it. She's been there, done that. I feel like she has some growth. And she's like, you know what? I have shown and showcased myself as this person. But my personal side of me is not being shown, and it can hurt me over here in business. And so let me show you the real me, the one that has graduated from here to here, so I can give myself a real chance to validate who I am growing into now to move forward. I think that's what it is.
That's a good point.
She's been hurt, and she's been doing it, and I applaud her for that, because it's like, yeah, because I don't really watch the show because it's all too much for me. You know what I mean? But I think enough is enough. When you get to a point where you like, you know what else can I do? What else how much throwing soda and drinks and glass and threatening and all that can you do? You know what I mean? Yeah. It get old after a while. So after that, I think after that, she's like, you know what? Enough is enough. And I can go ahead and make this decision and say it helped me. It's made me a path and a career and a journey. And she's going to be thankful for that. And she's going to move forward and do some other things. That's not the last time we've heard from Nene. I'm so sure.
And I think it's good too, just to piggyback off what you just said, LISARAYE, because that was a real good point. It might allow us to be able to see a Nene that she's been wanting to show us that she's not been allowed to show us on that platform. So it'll be good to see, you know, what she's going to do next and how she'll grow and evolve next.
Yep. You ain't got nothing to say, huh, Claudia?
Like, I worked on the show, and, you know, we bumped heads and then we made up, and it's like every time I can't even have an objective opinion on it, because people will just say I'm obsessed. Even if we bring up the topic, even though it's in my script to bring it up, people just will have a thing. They're just going to have, no matter what I say, people are going to say I'm mad or I'm jealous or I'm hating. And I'm not. I actually think that she took a great opportunity that she started on the show. She's one of the first people that they cast 13 seasons ago and flipped it and made a lot of money out of it, because I know they started out paying like next to nothing. And then that show is one of the best reality shows to be on as far as flipping your money. They start you with here, your next season, you getting double, like they double, you get to a good amount fairly quickly. And I think she got a lot out of that show. She took nothing. Like, you don't know when you do a reality show, you don't know what it's going to be. It could be one season, it could be 10. And it's very rare for it to be 10. I think she did it's commendable. You know what I mean? I just think a lot of times
franchise on the map. You know what I mean? She really did. When you think about a Housewives of Atlanta, you think about Nene Leakes.
Yeah, and it is an ensemble cast, and I don't want to take away from the other cast members, because there's other girls on there that are doing their thing, but she's definitely known. Like, she's definitely real. She is, and I think she did a good job with it. I think sometimes we get in our own way sometimes, and we you want to be careful to not take things for granted. Because I saw a woman on that tape, the video when she made it looked like it wasn't really her decision to leave. She looked like she was hurt. And I felt bad for her when I watched it. I looked like maybe they couldn't come to terms. It looked like she was heartbroken over that, because, listen, even if you have some ups and downs in the show, 13 years with something, even in a bad relationship, you still gonna do it. And I felt for her.
I look that up on my phone then on our next break, because I didn't see the video. So
I saw the video and I was like, wow. And I didn't celebrate. I wasn't happy that, I don't like seeing someone. It looked like she was sad. And I think she should not feel bad about her career. She had 13 seasons on that show, or 12 seasons. Made a lot of money with that and made a name for herself. Ladies, we got to get through some hot topics real quick before we get to the big news. Kanye West has requested his staffers working on his little fake ass presidential bid to not fornicate and have sex during his bid while they're working for him. What y'all think about that?
I'm going to say this. With my company, I want people to pay tithes. I'm taking the tithes out of their salary off the top. And that's the mandate of my company, though. I want to give back the 10% before I give them their money. Now, is that the same that I want people to follow what I'm following? Kind of, but that's just working for my company. That's my motto. That's my mandate. If what you could tell somebody to do with their body, I guess would be the same as what you could tell them to do with their money, you know? So I kind of am guilty of the same thing.
Oh, hell no. You gonna tell someone not to have sex before marriage when you was a
Well, I probably won't go that far because hell, I ain't doing that. But I'm saying about the money part, you know what I mean? So since I'm doing it over here, then what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander. So, but I think it's a little far, but that's just my opinion though. You know what I mean? Because I'm sexually active woman.
But your job relates to money. Like, what does my job have to do with me having sex with my man? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm working.
Remember, he got that Sunday's best. He got that Sunday's, what does he call? He calls it on Sunday. He does the Sunday thing, you know.
Sunday service, which is a distraction to make us forget that he's up on the Trump's ass. That's what I think.
Well, here's the one thing though. That service is all of that. Service, that singing is really, really good. So it has to be something. He might be going towards preaching next. You know what I'm saying? He might want to be a pastor.
No.
No, I think it's fake news. I think the choir is amazing, but I think all of a sudden you go on that route. I feel like it's a distraction. That's just my opinion.
No. Pastors, established pastors of churches, the TD Jakes has not told his staffers to not have sex before marriage.
But you know they believe it. You know they believe it. They don't want you to have sex though.
You know what? No mamula and no sirs. Kanye West, I want him to come to Georgia and go to Phillips Arena. Start at the top and sit in all the motherfucking seats in the building. Just sitting and have several coliseums of seats with that. That is a fool. It is actually not even in alignment with the word of God. How you're going about it is not in alignment with the word of God. You are nobody's judge. And then you get mad when people judge you. How are you going to tell somebody what they need to do in their life when you don't even have your life together?
I'm so sick of Kanye West. I'm sick of Kanye West. I'm so sick.
Fool! This is a fool.
Y'all making me rethink. It's like, shoot, am I doing the right thing? Maybe not.
Ladies, speaking of not doing the right thing, did you hear about yet another white woman pretending to be a black woman? This time, she's a Black Lives Matter activist. Satchel Cole is under fire because she's finally like, hey guys, I'm not really black, I'm actually white. So she posted this on Facebook. My deception and lies have hurt those I care about most. I've taken up space as a black person while knowing I'm white. I have used blackness when it was not mine to use. What are your thoughts on this faker, this poser? Oh wait, in response, a Facebook user made this interesting comment, which I think was very shady, but kind of funny. Do white women who are conventionally unattractive by mainstream beauty standards choose to pass as a person of color because they have more social capital as a light-skinned person of color than an unattractive white woman? God damn, they went hard. What do y'all think about both things?
Did somebody else do that with the NAACP? She tried to act like she was black and she wasn't.
The Rachel.
Yeah.
No, white people want to be so oppressed.
They do.
Y'all want to be so oppressed. It is really something else.
You see them in Walmart with their mask?
They just don't want us to have anything. They don't want us to have anything to ourselves. They have oppression. They can fit in always.
We can't. They don't even want us to have oppression. They want to take oppression. Let me tell you what you do, white people that want to be black. Go on down to the traffic and get pulled over by black. Be black when you get pulled over by white police officers. Can you be white then? Can you be black then? Because I bet you when Miss Soul Satchel, whatever the hell her name is, because the people said she got mental illness and stole a name from Satchel Paige, and then her friend that was named Coleman as well. So she didn't stole the people's names and put them together.
She just playing all crazy then.
She's crazy. But girl,
that ain't no damn different than the man that pretend he being black from the man that started BL and Black Lives Matter.
Girl, when I tell you that the people have mental illness, but why don't you go ahead and be black in terms of police brutality? Because see, when it's time for police brutality and Black Lives Matter and Black Power, some real shit, I bet you all of a sudden you're gonna be white again. I bet you when the police pull your ass over, you're gonna be white. just like your good license say. Then it's going to be, I don't know, officer, I ran a red light, you know, and then it's Felicity Huffman. Then you're going to be white down to the colleges and things of that nature. But in the Black Lives Matter parade, you want to be black.
Don't you think it'd be more effective? She could have done us more good if she would have used her white privilege and done work for Black Lives Matter as a white woman than pretend to be a light-skinned black, whatever, a light-skinned white woman, a light-skinned black woman.
That's how they get it twisted and mixed up when they don't take their meds. You know what I mean? Like one day they'll tweet something good and one day they won't. You know what I'm saying?
I needed to go down to Louisville, Kentucky and use that good privilege. And let's find these here killers. And we're not find them. We don't have to find them. We know exactly what they are. Let's go ahead and put these here killers of Breonna Taylor down to the jail. If you want to make a difference, why don't you go nationwide with your shit? And then she was, she was down to the Indianapolis, posing as a spokesperson for the young man that was murdered in Indianapolis, the black man that was murdered in Indianapolis by police officers that slid through the cracks as well. So actually, you're a demon. Okay, that's some devil shit. That's some demonic shit. And you need therapy. And as in the words of LISARAYE, you need meds. However, why y'all, I just want to know why white people want to be so oppressed. Y'all run around Target, take your mask off. Girl, we don't need masks anymore.
I was gonna hit you this weekend about that bullshit. They was acting like they're taking their liberty, their rights have been taken away from them because they gotta wear the mask and they can't be their whole self. You know, get the fuck out of here with that nonsense.
All the way.
Way too much.